What's up, y'all? I'm Ephraim, that ancient artist, your host, here for Legions of Artists Project with Escondido Arts Partnership, of course. The Legions of Artists Project is about making an impact through artists' voices and sharing their craft, their challenges, their wisdom, and, of course, their truth. Quiet on set, on air.
I feel like being an artist, you shouldn't limit yourself in such a little tight bubble. You should be able to just try everything. I'm humble enough, or at least I would hope, that like I'm humble enough to know that like I consider myself more as like a creative, you know? And I gotta credit my professor for kind of helping me find that I'm a creative and not just like one thing, you know? Let's do this.
This is my friend, y'all, Tim Diaz. He's my first interview for Legions of Artists, and I'm super excited to have him on this little series that I've created with partnership. I can't even say partnershiping.
It's the end of the week. It's okay.
It's Friday, y'all. Give me a break. With Escondido Art Partnership. He's also had some of his art here, which has been an honor, I believe, for him. I mean, I think it's super cool. But anyways, y'all, we're going to get into the interview questions. Are you ready? Are you ready? You better be. First question for you. What inspired you to pursue your craft as an artist?
That's a good question. Honestly, like, I don't even come from like a family of artists. Because like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, like I go to New York because my parents did it or blah, 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 this and that. Like I come from no artists. Like I'm the artist in the family.
No artist at all.
I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
So what do you like? So you said your family, aren't artists, but what like pursued you to pursue what your craft is?
Yeah. So honestly, like just drawing, like as a kid, because I feel like every kid kind of like gets into drawing at some point, you know. Mm-hmm. And I started to draw little circles with the lines for arms and legs and stuff like that. I did that. And then slowly just started to continue to just draw, find new ways to draw. Like I remember the earliest like part where I kind of like, I don't know if it like kind of established me or whatnot, but like I was in kindergarten. And up until that point in kindergarten, like I was, like I said, drawing the same circle and the little lines for arms and stuff like that. And I remember I was in our music class, and the teacher had this person drawn on the whiteboard. I don't remember what it was for or whatnot, but it looked more like a person than my little, circle and lines looked like. Yeah,
stick figure.
Yeah, my little stick figure thingies look.
I'm right there still.
I can help you.
You probably could.
I got you. But like, I remember seeing that on the board, and I was like, oh. Wait, maybe I could start drawing people this way. So I started drawing people that way that I saw on the whiteboard, continued to do it, and I think like that just kind of like still kind of like paved the way for me today, because I see something, and not that I'm like wanting to copy it or anything, but I'm like, oh, let me try it this way, and then I try it that way, and I'm like, oh, either it sticks or it doesn't, and I just continue to do it like that. So it's just been continuation with drawing and, then getting into new ventures and stuff. That's the right word for it, right? Ventures? Yeah. New things like that, and just honestly continuing it. Yeah.
Okay, I love that. So you started with just drawing stick figures pretty much.
Yeah.
And then you went and saw something on a whiteboard in your music class. Yeah. And you're like, ooh, that gives me an idea. I want to draw like that. Okay.
And I literally still kind of do that today. I look at something and I'm like, all right, let me mimic this, but obviously put my own like twist to it. And that's just kind of like how I do things a lot now.
Yeah. Okay, so you're inspired by other people's inspiration or creativity in a sense.
Oh
yeah.
100%.
Okay, I love that. Well, thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Our next question.
Okay.
Question number 2. What is your craft?
Okay. In the words of my friend, I'm the jackass of all trades.
Do you hear that, y'all?
Oh, are we allowed to cuss on this?
I don't care, bruh.
Alright, I'm like, I should have asked you this beforehand, but like...
I think we're good. Like I said, raw, real, and authentic.
Oof.
Maybe not try to cuss too much, though.
Okay, yeah, I was like, being raw, real, and authentic. I'm gonna throw in the F-bombs here and there. Like, wait, what was the question again? Okay.
What is your craft?
Oh, my craft. Oh, yeah. So, jackass of all trades, right? So, illustration is like my first and foremost that I've been doing since...
Illustration. Can you explain illustration for me?
Well, like, I would say my style right now is like realism, black and white realism. I love that type of style. I'm not much of a color guy, kind of getting into it a little bit more, trying to at least. But like illustration has been a thing I've been doing for forever, drawing for forever. I started with that, and then graphic design. I started doing that. That's what I'm going to school for too, graphic design.
JP Catholic, everybody.
Shout out to them.
And
So, what's it called? Yeah, graphic design, and then tattooing was something a little bit more recent as well too, within the past 2 years, and then now haircutting. I guess if you want to like throw that in the bunch too.
So you would say you have multiple crafts that you're combining within. I
don't like to consider myself just one thing. You know, I'm not just a graphic designer. I'm not just an illustrator. Yeah, it's gonna say on my degree, graphic design, but like that's not.
There's so much more to that.
Yeah, right? I'm like that's not what I want to label myself as. I consider myself more as like a creative. You know. Okay. And I gotta credit my professor for kind of helping me find that I'm a creative and not just like one thing, you know?
Yes.
Even got it tattooed right here too. The word creative. Wait, I don't know if you can see that, but
we're gonna have to zoom in on that.
Right now?
To me, what you're saying is you don't just put yourself in a box. Yeah. You don't stick to one label. You don't call yourself just an illustrator. You don't call yourself a designer, a graphic designer, a tattoo artist. You're an artist. You're a creative. And you create multitude of different things, multitude of different crafts, which is beautiful. And they kind of co-align with each other, which is the purpose of being an artist, being a human in general, is you're creating something that inspires you, and you're doing it based on the world around you.
Right. And like I said, they kind of like intertwine with each other, and it's one thing that like I feel like I can never be bored. Like I know that there's some people who are like, oh, just stick to one thing and be a master at that one thing, you know? And I respect that. That's cool. Like, if you're a master at one thing and you do that shit like badass, good for you, you know? But, like, if I can at least be good at a multitude of different things, then why not try my hand at all of it, you know?
Exactly.
And I wouldn't consider myself like the greatest graphic designer, the greatest tattoo artist, the greatest illustrator, or the greatest barber, if you want to call me that now. But
he's
like,
very humble, y'all.
But no, like I'm like I still have so much to learn, you know?
Exactly. No,
I would say that like I'm humble enough, or at least I would hope that like I'm humble enough to know that like I don't know everything. I don't claim to know everything. I'm still willing to learn and take advice and criticism from people. But that I'm at least somewhat skilled enough in what I do to be able to help out people in a humbling way, to be like, look, try it this way or do that. Like, don't come to me if you want to like get lessons from something. I'm not saying like I'm the greatest teacher, but like I could definitely like hopefully inspire somebody, you know? So.
Well, you inspire me.
Thank
so
you.
I appreciate your work, your realness, and your jack of all ass trade.
Jack of all ass trades, right?
It shows that, to me, that you are unapologetically you, and you're doing the best you can, and you're learning and you're growing, and you don't know everything, yet at the same time you want to learn more. And I find that very inspiring. So thank you. Next question.
I try.
So what does being an artist mean to you? Which I know we kind of talked on a little bit, but if you want to like spread some more wisdom with us, lay it on us.
Being an artist. I think just being an artist, and it kind of goes for anybody that labels themselves as an artist, whether you're a visual artist, a musical artist, anything that you want to classify yourself as. I think an artist is just somebody who is just a creative, You're a creative. You do what you want. You get to break some rules if you want to. You know, you kind of just get to. I feel like being an artist, you shouldn't limit yourself in such a little tight bubble. You should be able to just try everything. If you're somebody that wants to just stick to one thing, stick to one thing. That's cool. Like, be the best at it. But if you're wanting to kind of venture out a little bit, be diverse, you also have the willpower to do that too as an artist. Yeah, I guess it's just kind of like a basic answer to
that's,
it, you know?
that's not no basic answer. I love it. That's some wisdom and shit right there, y'all. Thank you for sharing your story with us, your journey with us, and what it means to be an artist, and just the little things in between all that. I appreciate you being a part of Legions of Artists.
Absolutely, your first one. That's crazy.
Know, my first guy. I love it. So no, thank you. It was an honor doing business with you.
Yes, ma'am. The
Don't
journey.
call me ma'am.
Oh,
bruh. It's okay. I get it. I am older, so ancient.
That's okay. Ancient. At this point,
Okay, interview done.
And cut.
And cut.